見たかハイテククリスタルパワー見たかハイテククリスタルパワー手強いキングロン粉砕だ
What's good, everybody? It's Trollbot.EXE back with another video. And today, on this third episode of the Hall of Menaces, we are going to be doing something pretty special. We are going to be doing a multiple part episode. This mini-series is going to be focusing on Frieza, his rise and fall and second rise as of recent. So, this is bound to be one long trial. Here's how I want to lay it out. Part 1 is going to be covering Exhibit A, from Bardock the father of Goku all the way until Trunks kills him. Part 2 is obviously going to continue from that, probably until Dragon Ball Super Broly, which will comprise Exhibit B. And Part 3 is going to cover Exhibit C, which is his return to Granola arc, which is going to probably be fused into Part 2, but we'll see how it plays out. So, let's begin. Exhibit A. Okay, let's start with Exhibit A, the Rise of Frieza. So, we see these spaceships arriving on planet Vegeta, where the Saiyans are, and everyone gathers to see King Cold. He announces that he is retiring, and that his son, Frieza, will be taking over. And King Cold warns everybody that Frieza is much more cruel than he is. Frieza steps forward and greets the Saiyan by saying, "Hello, monkeys! I have such high expectations for you. For your sake, I hope you live up to them." As a gift, Frieza presents the Saiyans with Scouters, and says that they're far more advanced in the scout scopes they have been previously assigned. In case you don't know, Scouters read power levels. After the Saiyans try them on, Frieza then proceeds to death beam some towers, killing a couple of Saiyans because they had weapons on King Cold and Frieza. Not like they would have done anything. Later on, Frieza is concerned about the legend of the Super Saiyan, and fears that the Saiyans may grow too strong and might eventually betray him. Oh, what is his solution? Well, just genocide! Like he literally kills all of them with the death ball. And the whole time he is laughing like, "Burn, monkeys, burn!" Since we don't really have anything on Frieza between the genocide of the Saiyans and the battle on planet Namek, so we'll just fast forward 25 years to the battle on planet Namek. And Frieza arrived, and we see this village after being massacred, and a servant handing Frieza, Zarbon, and Dodoria a Dragon Ball. Frieza then goes to Elder Mori's house, and oh boy, does the drama begin. Because 3 Namekian warriors show up to defend the village, and they're actually doing good. And Elder Mori actually destroys the Scouters. Unfortunately, this triggered the anger of Dodoria, and he is one of Frieza's right-hand men. Yeah, you can see how that show ended. Dodoria then pulled up to Elder Mori himself and then snapped his neck. and Krillin and Gohan are forced to just watch the whole thing in horror. Gohan did manage to rescue Dende, so after Gohan and Krillin rescue Dende and escape, Frieza sends Dodoria after Gohan and Krillin, and sends Zarbon and Napol after the 2 remaining Dragon Balls. So, let's fast forward after a whole lot of shenanigans. Zarbon comes back, claimed to have killed Vegeta, even though Vegeta actually survived. Frieza kinda got mad because Zarbon did not confirm if Vegeta was dead. And so, Frieza sends Zarbon to recover Vegeta's body. All the while, a random Frieza soldier named Orlan arrives at the ship. Orlan says he did not find the remaining Dragon Ball and killed a random Namekian who wanted him to help. Frieza then killed Orlan because he got rid of the last remaining witness, and then got a pull to contact Planet Frieza and get the Ginyu Force to send them scouters. Frieza then got a feeling that he'll meet a Saiyan that will become his enemy. Frieza then waits for an hour, and when Zarbon did not come back, Frieza figured out that Zarbon had been killed by Vegeta. But before he was killed, Zarbon returned to Frieza with Vegeta alive, and put Vegeta in the healing tank, and Vegeta kind of destroyed the entire room, killing a pole. He then created a smokescreen and then threw all 5 of the Dragon Balls out of the window and hid them. Frieza was naturally even more angry and sent Zarbon to get Vegeta and get the Dragon Balls. That's when Zarbon got killed. After figuring this out, Frieza laments about not calling the Ginyu Force sooner, and in a few days, they arrive. Raccoon, Berter, Jace, Goldo, and Captain Ginyu himself. They immediately get down to business, and Jace hands Frieza the scouters, and they go off and absolutely lay the hands out of Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta, who've since formed an alliance. And they would have succeeded in their mission to capture Vegeta if it wasn't for Goku, who arrived on planet Namek and proceeded to run Raccoon and Berter's spades, and Jace decided to run away. Captain Ginyu was still by Frieza's side, and handed all 7 Dragon Balls to Frieza. The problem was, they did not know the Namekian password. So, Frieza went to Grand Elder Guru's location to learn the Namekian password, while Captain Ginyu and some other men buried the Dragon Balls. So, Frieza goes to Elder Guru and encounters Nail, the strongest Namekian warrior. 3 more warriors accompany him, and Frieza proceeds to deal with them by, guess what? Breathing. Yes, he whooped them by breathing. If that is not a flex, I don't know what is. So, Nail powers up, and Frieza notes his power level of 42,000, meaning he could have easily tussled with Zarbon and Dodoria. But all of Nail's hopes were dashed because Frieza revealed his own power level of 530,000. So, Frieza starts beating Nail black and blue, and also purple. Nail then reveals himself as a distraction, and that the Earthlings may have already made their wish with the help of Dende. So, Frieza is mad at this point, so he makes a mad dash for Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta. While heading for them, Frieza stops to pick up the signals for the Ginyu Force's power level readings, but realizes he can't sense them. That's because, Vegeta sent 4 of them to the Shadow Realm, and Captain Ginyu got trapped in a frog. Yes, he actually gets trapped in a frog's body. So that gets Frieza even more mad than he already was, and he is about to collect them fades. Frieza's ticking point was when he arrived and realized that the Dragon Balls have been deactivated because Grand Elder Guru died of a broken heart, so Frieza would not get immortality. And Frieza was already told of this by mail. And the reason why Guru died of a broken heart is just absolutely demonic. He died from the pain of seeing all of his children die at the hands of Frieza and his men. So, Frieza powers up and scuffles with Vegeta, and then Frieza transforms into his second form, then proceeds to make a mad dash for Dende, but Krillin got in the way and Frieza impaled Krillin on his horn. Dende somehow healed Krillin, and some trolling later, Piccolo arrives, and Piccolo's actually doing a pretty good job against Frieza. Well, until Frieza transforms into his third form and says to Piccolo, "Catch these fingers." And he starts death beaming Piccolo into oblivion. The only reason Piccolo survived was because Gohan had a rage boost. So Frieza decided to go into his final form, but not before realizing that Dende was healing all of them, that being the reason why Frieza wasn't killing them. So, the instant Frieza finally transforms into his fourth form, he instantly kills Dende on the spot like he wasn't playing games. And what he did to Vegeta. Oh my god, I could make a whole video off of that. Frieza beat Vegeta black, red, yellow, and everything in between. Like, Vegeta was crying at one point. Like, you gotta understand how impressive that is. But Goku arrives, but he was too late to save Vegeta. Some fighting later, and we see Goku struggling against Frieza. I mean, Goku pulled out the Kaioken times 20 Kamehameha, and Frieza was able to take it, and Frieza was only using 50%. Goku eventually pulls out the Spirit Bomb and seemingly vanquishes Frieza for good, but Frieza arises from the smoke, almost kills Piccolo, and makes Krillin explode, prompting Goku to go Super Saiyan, and we all know what happened from there. So, over 1 year later, Frieza is floating from space with no legs, half a face, and one arm. So his father, King Cold, finds him and reconstructs Frieza. And what does Frieza do? Go to Earth immediately and tries to kill all Goku's friends before Goku gets there. But, boy oh boy, Trunks appeared and then just vibe checked Frieza and his father. Like, he sliced Frieza into pieces and then vaporized him. And then the Emperor was no more. Okay, this only covered Exhibit A. We have yet to cover everything going forward from this point. So, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And until part 2, later fools!
Havana